Welcome to Ulosca channel. Access all nursing practice questions. HESI A2 Biology practice questions with answers.
Question 1. Which organelle is responsible for energy production in the cell? A. Nucleus. B. Mitochondrion. C. Ribosome. D. Endoplasmic reticulum. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is B. Mitochondrion. Explanation. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouses of the cell because they produce ATP through cellular respiration, which is the main energy currency of cells. Question 2. What is the basic unit of life? A. Atom. B. Organelle. C. Cell. D. Tissue. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Cell. Explanation. The cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of all living organisms. It performs essential life processes and can exist independently or as part of multicellular organisms. Question 3. Which macromolecule is primarily responsible for storing genetic information? A. Lipids. B. Proteins. C. Nucleic acids. D. Carbohydrates. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Nucleic acids. Explanation. Nucleic acids, such as DNA and RNA, carry and transmit genetic information. DNA holds the instructions for building proteins and controlling cellular activities. Question 4. During which phase of mitosis do sister chromatids separate? A. Prophase. B. Metaphase. C. Anaphase. D. Telophase. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Anaphase. Explanation. In anaphase, the sister chromatids are pulled apart by spindle fibers and move toward opposite poles of the cell. This ensures each new cell receives an identical set of chromosomes. Question 5. What is the process by which plants convert sunlight into chemical energy? A. Respiration. B. Fermentation. C. Photosynthesis. D. Transpiration. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Photosynthesis. Explanation. Photosynthesis allows plants to use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen, storing energy in chemical form for use by the plant and other organisms. Question 6. Which of the following best describes osmosis? A. Movement of solutes from high to low concentration. B. Active transport of water across a membrane. C. Passive transport of water across a membrane. D. Movement of water against its concentration gradient. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Passive transport of water across a membrane. Explanation. Osmosis is the diffusion of water molecules across a selectively permeable membrane from an area of lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration, without energy input. Question 7. Which molecule carries amino acids to the ribosome during protein synthesis? A. DNA. B. mRNA. C. tRNA. D. rRNA. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. tRNA. Explanation. Transfer RNA transports specific amino acids to the ribosome where proteins are synthesized, matching its anticodon with mRNA codons during translation. Question 8. What is the role of enzymes in biological reactions? A. Supply energy. B. Slow down reactions. C. Act as catalysts. D. Store genetic information. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Act as catalysts. Explanation. Enzymes act as biological catalysts by lowering the activation energy needed for chemical reactions to occur, speeding up the reactions without being consumed in the process. Question 9. What part of the cell is responsible for packaging and transporting proteins? A. Lysosome. B. Nucleolus. C. Golgi apparatus. D. Cytoplasm. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Golgi apparatus. Explanation. The Golgi apparatus modifies, packages, and ships proteins and lipids received from the endoplasmic reticulum to their appropriate destinations within or outside the cell. Question 10. What is the main difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? A. Eukaryotes have DNA. B. Prokaryotes have mitochondria. C. Eukaryotes have a nucleus. D. Prokaryotes have multiple chromosomes. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. Eukaryotes have a nucleus. Explanation. The main distinction is that eukaryotic cells have a membrane-bound nucleus that contains their DNA, while prokaryotic cells lack a nucleus and have their DNA floating in the cytoplasm.
Thank you for watching. For more practice exam questions, subscribe to our website at www.ulosca.com.